You have the attention span of a goldfish jumping between YouTube videos. At the same time, you want to be successful. This is insane. There are some principles that can guide you for success. If you are able to focus for the next few minutes, I will reveal them for you. So are you in, or are you a goldfish? I won't lie to you. There is no universal blueprint for success. Stop searching for it because it is a waste of time. It is highly unique, and what works for one person may be misleading for others. It is because success means something else for all of us. For some, it may be financially related. For others, it may be related to sport, and so on and so on. I think you get the drill. Let's just stick to the definition that success is achieving your personal goals, whatever these goals are. Knowing this, let's dive into principles that can guide you. In karate, there are belts of different colors. If you start, you get the white belt. While progressing, your belt changes to next colors and finishes on the black. Black belt is the indication of mastery. The thing is, you can't jump from white belt to black belt directly. You have to go through every stage. The same is true with your goals and success. You can't become a master if you just began. You have to take your time, learn your lessons, make your mistakes and progress. And that is the beauty of it. If you understand it, you are in a good direction. Otherwise, you will be unhappy and quit early. At the end of the game, the king and the pawn go back in the same box. It is a very powerful proverb. No matter where you are with your goals, you should stay humble. Humility fosters willingness to learn, acknowledging that you don't have all the answers. It also helps to recognize your strengths and weaknesses and improve yourself in the process. Look, if you have your ego boosted and you think you are the best in everything, Mr. Knows It All, then you won't see your disadvantages and you won't improve. That is not the way to achieve success. Humble leaders inspire loyalty and dedication, and you, my friend, will need a good team in the long run. If you are a religious person, it should be easier for you to stay humble. If you are not, then you should find something that will humble you. I will give you examples. Combat sports. Not all the fighters are humble, but most of them are. A really great example is Khabib Nurmagomedov. Sorry if I spell this wrong, but I'm just a robot. There is a quote of him. When I fought with Michael Johnson, when I took his arm for the Kimura, I can break it, but I go very slowly. Be careful, because I don't want to give him injury. To me, the best combat sport is karate because it brings humility in itself. I will tell you more about it in a minute. I highly encourage you to practice combat sport, but if you don't like it, there is another example. Help elders. It could be your parents, your grandparents, or just volunteering for anybody else. You will help someone, and at the same time, you can learn a thing or two about life because elders have years of experience more than you and can really humble you. To sum up, being humble offers many benefits in different areas of life. It may sound simple or even silly, but you should not underestimate it. I promised you a story about karate. There it is. In karate, there are belts in different colors. At the beginning of a journey, you get a white belt. It represents purity, new beginning. It is the most important belt. You start learning with it. You learn and progress through belts that represent new stages. You get yellow belt, orange belt, blue belt, green belt, purple belt, brown belt. Every color represents something. White, purity. Yellow, initial growth. Orange, energy, strength. Blue, broadening horizon. Green, growth. Purple, transition. Brown, maturity. Eventually, you will get a black belt representing mastery. Sensei. Everyone who gets black belt should look into himself. Think what can be improved, what can be learned. And there is always something new to learn. At this stage, you should also learn how to teach others. And there is an interesting thing. If you wear black belt long enough, it changes its color. The black pigment begins to fade and fall out. The black belt becomes white. In this symbolism, the master becomes a student. Do you see that? You should always keep your mind open and be ready to learn new things. Even if you are an expert in your field, there is always something you can learn or improve. Keep that in mind. It will also make you humble. To sum up this story, remaining eager to learn, even as an expert, is essential for continuous improvement. Staying current with evolving knowledge, fostering innovation, enhancing mentorship, personal growth, maintaining a competitive edge, improving problem-solving abilities, and contributing to the advancement of your field. Lifelong learning ensures you remain dynamic, adaptable, and effective in both personal and professional endeavors. And if you have your purpose and goals set correctly, this journey will be the greatest ride of your life. So let's move to the purpose. This is the most important part of this video, the purpose. The why. Purpose is something more important than your goals. Actually, the goals should arise from your purpose. But what is it? In simple words, this is your meaning of life. The answer to why you do what you do. It is a North Star to guide you. Of course, it may change and evolve with time, but you must have a purpose. Otherwise, you will live a meaningless life, full of distractions and instant pleasures. Think about it. How can you achieve or even define your goals if you don't know where you're going? Crazy, right? Yet so many people do it. So many people. And in today's modern world, it is harder than ever to find your purpose. But remember this, and it is the most important sentence in this video. If you want to be successful in life, you have to find your purpose first. Period. And for every person, it could be something different. Maybe you want to make people's lives better like Nikola Tesla did. Maybe you want to secure your family finance for generations. Maybe you want to cure people. Remember, it has to be big as a life. You should already have the question in your mind, how the hell am I going to find my purpose? You know that I like Miyamoto Musashi, and let me put it this way, paraphrasing him. Seek nothing outside of yourself. Everything is within, more down-to-earth methods. If you are religious, pray to God to show you your purpose and guide you. If you are not, take your time in solitude and silence. It will eventually come, trust me. Alright, so what if you have a purpose? Then you know where to aim, and you can set your goals. Then break your goals into small milestones, steps or deliverables, you name it, and then follow this road, step by step. The harsh truth is, you may never achieve your goals and may not be successful. But having purpose and goals is good guidance. Maybe you will die on the road, so be it. At least you live a meaningful life. When you have your purpose and your goals set, you need to focus. Focus and follow them relentlessly. It should be easy if you have done the previous steps sincerely. But sometimes, even then, it is hard to focus. We have so many distractions that want our attention that it is harder than ever to focus. Human attention span is getting lower and lower. That is why I told you about the goldfish at the beginning. By the way, if you are watching this far, congratulations. Write goldfish in comments to let me know. Social media, instant gratification, notifications, porn, soft porn. Everything wants you attention because there is advertising. And with advertising, there is money. These distractions also break your dopamine system. They work on your primal instincts, and by getting likes, you feel like your ancestors after the successful hunting. Something that should be rare became common, and it is addictive. So what do you have to do? First of all, you quit porn. It has to stop right now. Watching it can even lead to impotency because your brain will learn to watch others do the deeds instead of doing it yourself. The same goes for what I call soft porn. You should stop observing Instagram models or TikTok dancers or whatever that may trigger you to watch porn. I also recommend limiting your social media usage. What does it mean? If you are able, delete them completely. If you are not able, leave them but observe only the people you know personally. All other things are useless and are stealing your attention to earn money for their owners. I know that it is not easy, but the next one will be even harder. If you listened carefully, you could see it coming. You should watch less YouTube videos. It is very easy to fall into a self-improvement pitfall and watch countless videos in this matter. The truth is, it is enough to watch one video and then start working on your goals. The same thing goes for books. You don't need to read every book in the world about how to be successful. Just pick one. Read it, work on it. After some time, you may get another one. So, don't get me wrong with this. I don't say that YouTube videos or books are bad. I just say that you should limit yourself. If you watch one video per week, it is more than enough. You won't find any blueprint there. Creators need your watch hours to monetize their videos. That's it. Look for your parents and grandparents, for example. They didn't spend countless hours on attention-grabbing content because it wasn't there. Are they stupid? No. Are they successful? Maybe. So you should also focus on your goal and don't lose your attention. To achieve your goals, you will have to sacrifice other things. Otherwise, your goals become sacrifices. You have only a limited time in a day, so it is inevitable that sometimes you won't go out with your friends. You won't go for a trip. You won't watch 6-season TV series and so on. You should not expect that you are going to live like a monk and do only goals-related things. But you have to have in mind that there will be times that you have to sacrifice other activities to focus on your goal. It may not be easy. You should also have in mind that there are times where other things are more important than your goals. These are accidental situations where you drop anything else and do whatever you have to do to stop the damage. If your child or wife is sick, you won't be there sitting and writing your book. You have to take care of them. I'm telling you this because some people think that the goal is the most important and the only thing. And this is wrong. Going to any extreme is never a good idea. Let's move on to the next thing. I just spit the truth. Even if you do everything great, you have your purpose, goals. You quit distractions. Focus 100%, you may still fail to be successful. It can be because you didn't have luck or the timing of your goals was wrong. You can't do anything about luck. You have it or not. It is how it is. You can do something about timing, but it is like a stock market. Sometimes you will be able to anticipate the future. Still, you may lack just these two things and fail and someone else have them in success. You have to accept it and move on. The next thing is to not be harsh on yourself. You are just a human. You will make mistakes. You will fail. You will choose your purpose and goals incorrectly. You won't have luck. You won't have good timing. You will be distracted. You won't focus. You will quit. You will procrastinate. Everything about this is normal. You should not listen to anyone who says otherwise. You should also not listen to anyone who judges you by looking at his own goals, not yours. Lastly, I would like to mention a few things that are not necessary. It may help, but some people overestimate it. There are a lot of videos of habits like waking up early, doing your bed, working out every day, taking cold showers, etc. All these things are not needed. Sure, it may help to some extent, but don't expect too much from it. These are just supplementary things, and you should focus on the basics. To sum up this video, to succeed in your field, you have to find your purpose, then focus on it. Sacrifice. Climb the ladder. Maintain student mindset. Have some luck and good timing, and don't be harsh on yourself when you fail. That's it. If you think this video is helpful, subscribe to the channel, like and comment.